Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick. It's Tuesday evening, so it's time to look at some games of some sort, I suppose. Yes, hooray, hooray. Now, apologies that there was no live stream on Monday. I've recently got a new part-time job to try and keep these things running, and I sort of like underestimated the sort of like energy it takes to do that job and get back and do this. But it's a period of adjustment, no doubt. Thank you, Stuart, and thank you, Julie. There you can hear me okay. So hello to everyone in the live chat already. Yeah, fantastic, Stuart. That's a fantastic start to get us off to this Tuesday, so much appreciated. So hello everyone that's watching, and hello people in the chat as well there. Julia, of course, Stuart, Mad Commodore, Elf Boy, Tom, Neil, Crazy Kurt, and Neil again, Martin, Ramal Smithers, Stuart. I've been so busy today, my eyesight is gone. Yeah, so hello to everyone, Stuart, and anyone I might have missed. Thomas Field there as well, Stephen Q. There's loads of you in there, Gumdio too. So hello to all you lot. So yeah, apologies for Monday, but we're gonna have some fun today. Now, I'm not sure what's going to happen with the live stream tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I don't know what hours I'm going to do. But the games we'll be looking at, it's a mixture of stuff. There's quite a few new ones in there and a few oldies as well. A lot of these we've covered before, but a few of them we haven't looked at in a live stream as such. But I thought I'd, hi Lemmy, I thought I'd keep the stream going. So yeah, I haven't had time to prep stuff, so we've lent on stuff we've maybe looked before. But we can have a little bit of fun. Hello in the red corner. So we're going to start off with a game that always reminds you of crisps from school. I think we might cover this in a 360p stream. It's called Space Raiders. Right, now, to top it all off, what you don't need, my computer ran a Windows update today, and I'm just glad the thing loaded. The sounds in my headphones seem to be slightly different, but I think the broadcasting software should be exactly the same, unaffected. So if it's too loud or too quiet, then let me know. But we're going to look at Space Raiders from 1982 from Sinclair Research. So it's right at the beginning of the game. Now it goes straight into the game. There's no intro at all. I think it's ZX left and right and space bar to fire. So it's influenced by well, Space Invaders really. So just shoot all the stuff. So we'll get warmed up with this one. A classic back in the day. Has it aged well? Well, I don't know. One of the strategies is to shoot through the shields and all that malarkey. Right, oakley dokley do. Hope you've had a good day, folks. Didn't see you on Monday, of course. As yeah, hope you're having a good week so far. It's all about having a bit of fun, bit of nonsense chat, and me playing particularly rubbish most of the time. Having a bit of a catch up, seeing where we are. Whoa, there we go. Right, so I've given these people a bit of a pasting, well, sort of. The alien spaceship goes across the middle every now and again. Evening, Brian. We're starting off with quite an early game, actually, but a classic one as well. Space Raiders from 1982. Sinclair Research. Then we'll jump into a bit of Manic Pietro, the Manic Minor levels. Essentially, it's Manic Minor, but Christian Gonzalez, who wrote that game, has like coloured in the graphics a bit, and it does look pretty special. Looked at it quite a long time ago, I think. Well, say like a long time ago. It amazes me that we were doing live streams throughout, well, since June time, but only like these higher res ones for I think since mid-August, I think. And what are we in now? We're in sort of like September, aren't we? Right. So it's Halloween coming up. Hope you're working on your costume. Evening, Jeffrey. Hope, glad to see you, sir. Glad to see you. Thank you for becoming a member, Jeffrey. Much appreciated. Well, I've got an extra life there. Good stuff. So you'll be able to see the videos of what's going live on the channel next week. That's one of the channel perks there. Right. Yeah, so my part-time job, I won't go into exactly what it is because it's a bit boring, but the journey time is a bit longer than I would have liked, so it tires me out a little bit for part-time hours. It's supposed to be 20 hours a week, but I've been scheduled in for 22, and it was supposed to be starting in October, but then they phoned me up Monday to come in. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, so it's just, that's why there wasn't a live stream on Monday. It's really took me aside, but you know, I must eat. It was getting to a point where I was very close to having to just relocate, and then this come at the last moment. Still a little bit fragile at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. But it's going to help at least a little bit. And the whole idea for the part-time job really was so I to keep this going. I don't want it to on detriment or hinder this sort of thing, because that's where I want to expand. That's what I want to do. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Are you enjoying the job? Well, Rusty, it's a bit early days at the moment. I think it's going to be okay. But I only had the interview last Friday, and then they phoned me up later on in the day saying I got it. And then yeah, I started Monday. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I think it's gonna be okay. But you know, it's always that honeymoon period, isn't it? Really. Now these aliens stay the same the whole time. I do get a nice feeling from playing these ones in the early 80s. I agree with you, Crazy Kurt. They are classics, aren't they, really? They've got that sort of like nice feel of a sort of like era. Influenced by Space Invaders, of course, by Taito, which came out way back in 1978. I was about 4 years old then, I don't mind telling thee. When I was 4, well, I was just happy with anything, really. I could play with a cardboard box all day. Right. Yeah, but the game doesn't get any more difficult or any tricky there. Nick, are you getting the Spectrum next? I don't think I'd have any time to play it, Rusty, at the moment. My time is so divided. I get up, I try and prepare a live stream, then I go to work, then I come back, then I've got to prepare some other videos, normally for the weekend and stuff, and get them recorded. I'd like to, but I don't think I'll have time. But there we go. Same, Muskie. I'm a bit overworked, really. I should really calm down a bit, but then that'll mean doing less videos. But anyway, as long as we're having a bit of fun, that's what it's all about. Oh yeah, I suppose I do. Yeah, I suppose I already do have a Spectrum next of sorts, Stephen. Yes, I do. Oh, look, game over again. I still haven't had time to play it, so apologies. I've just yeah, it's my life is like some jigsaw puzzle. Where all the pieces are constantly in the air, and I'm just trying to get 2 bits to glue together the whole time. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Stephen. Yeah, I already have a Spectrum X. Right, okay. Let's keep going. Whoa. So we're just going to be warming up on here. We'll just have this go, and then we'll load up Manic Pietro. I don't know if you've seen that game before. I have reviewed it and looked at it on a live stream. 2019 by Christian Gonzalez. He also did Gandalf, if you're familiar with that game, another homebrew which you looked at. And another Super Mario inspired game as well. So he obviously likes Nintendo. Right, okay. Yeah, so just reading your comment there, Mad Commodore. I'm in the southeast of England. It's darned expensive, so it is a struggle, and I do work extremely hard on a number of different bases. So I'll try and hang on as long as I can. There was an option of relocating to Somerset, which is now on hold for at least a little bit. I think that could end up being the long term option. I get scared about change, but there's no point in working yourself into a grave, is there really? Right, not many of these Space Invaders left, but the game gets a little bit easy after you've had a go at it. Not like I have. Right, two of these fellas left. Should be able to get him. Easy pickings. There he goes. So you notice that the bases don't regenerate on this. Battle of the Toothpaste Tubes. It was okay. Actually, I covered that on a stinker stream once. We need to maybe do that stinker stream again on 720p, I think. Yeah, that's interesting. Nice, Elf Boy. Yeah, I think it's got to happen. It's making that initial leap, isn't it? Really. I mean, moving is a big thing when you've been in the same place. Well, I don't know, near on 40 years. You collect quite a lot of junk that you can't live without. And then you have to try and get rid of that junk. You know, like junk you have in the attic where you haven't used it for about 25 years, but for some reason you don't want to get rid of it. That sort of junk. Got quite a lot of space Lego up there and stuff. I couldn't get rid of that. Yeah. I haven't reviewed the Weetabix game, no. I remember the Weetabix kids on the cereal advert. Is it based on that? There was a guy called Dunk, and they used to do the stickers as well. Whoa. Could take it with me. It's just if I did move to I think I'd have less space. I think if I moved to that option there, but I suppose I could rent somewhere. But then of course, it's then what the same old thing again. What it'd be cheaper, but then what am I going to do? What would I do for a job? Oh dear, it's a complicated business. I keep picking. Well, I haven't done the lottery for ages. Got to keep the space Lego. Well, that's right, Neil. You got to. But you know, if you went into your attic, I bet you've got some stuff that there's a PlayStation 2 which don't work, which I've been meaning to repair for like years and years and years. It's stuff like that really, and wires. You know, you have a whole cupboard of wires. And you don't know what they do. If you get rid of them, you're bound to want that wire straight away. Yeah. Hi Gary. Yes. It isn't Ed the Duck. It isn't Ed the Duck. It is a bit of Space Raiders. Let's have one last go on that then. Seeing as you just arrived, but it is Space Raiders, a classic game. Some people don't like this game. I can see it's quite basic, so I can pretty much see why. It's not much to it. It's one of those de-stress ones, I suppose. And then we'll get on to Manic Pietro. Now I'm playing this on emulation. Now Manic Pietro doesn't work properly unless I put it in something called Pentagon mode, and I think that was a type of spectrum, wasn't it? A pentagon? I don't know. Maybe it had 5 sides. But anyway, I've tried it on all different things, and the colours don't work properly unless I put it on a pentagon. What was a pentagon? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what a pentagon was. It's a building. It's a building in the United States. I know that. And also, is it the shape of a 50p piece? The Adventures of St Barnard, Stinker Stream. Yeah, funnily enough, I have got that on the list to review. There's a few stinkers, like the Magic Roundabout is supposed to stink quite badly as well. So that's an idea then for next Monday, isn't it? Maybe a stinker stream in a HD Super Stinker stream. The Battle of the Toothpaste Tubes, yeah. A pentagon is a Spanish spectrum? I really do not know. I know it's got 512k, that's what's in the options. 512k? It was a Russian spectrum, was it? That seems to make sense. There's another option for a Scorpio or Scorpion spectrum as well in the stats. Yeah, but yeah, Manic Pietro I can't get to work unless I put it on that pentagon thing, which is quite interesting. Yeah, thanks, Happy Coding. Yeah, it does say it's a lot, isn't it, for a spectrum? 512k. Woof. Let's take him in now. Right, one last set of aliens then. This was just a warm-up. I've always been playing this game longer than I intended to. But it nice as it is, it doesn't really advance anywhere. It's the same aliens every time. Scorpion is a Russian clone as well, 256. Okay, so that's gradually getting a bit. Is there a megabyte one? Did they do a megabyte one? I mean, what would you do with 512k? Well, we're going to find out soon. What would you do with a 512k ZX Spectrum 8-bit thing? I suppose you can do quite a lot, I suppose. Yeah, Magic Roundabout. I worry about Magic Roundabout. I've seen a few screenshots of it. I'm worried I won't be able to get a full review out of the things. I do try and make them. Well, they always go over. I do try to make them about 10 minutes long. But I think Magic Roundabout, I don't know if I could last maybe 3 minutes. Unless there's a poke or something I can use to get a bit further. But it did look quite bad for what I early saw of it. It made Street Hassle look like a good game. Talking of Street Hassle, I've been meaning to look at it on the Commodore 64, but I hated it. That version was terrible. It didn't play very well, and I worry that I couldn't get a review out of the thing. But anyway, Street Hassle, if you don't know, is a guy in his underpants walking down the street attacking old people. Well, they're attacking him, to be fair. Andy Warhol and all those sort of people. Right, okay, so we've had enough of Space Raiders. Let's get it into the old Pentagon mode. Pentagon supports 1 megabyte as well. Well, there we go. On mine, it says 256/512. Perhaps I've got an old emulator. Right, okay, so I've got to do a few jiggery-pokery here. Manic Pietro is in here somewhere. Right, M. And then I have to put a code in, which is Matthew Smith, I think, to get the Manic Minor levels. Let's find the thing. Right. There we go. It's loading, we hope. Oh, thanks, Julie. I just looked up and seen that super chat. Thank you very much, Julie. Much appreciated there. Much appreciated. Hurrah! Right. Manic Mine on the ZX81 is lovely. Oh, I didn't know it came out on the ZX81. That's good to know. Right, what's this doing? Right, we'll have it in English because I can't speak Spanish, as we know. Good music though. We have looked at this before, I think quite a while ago on the stream. Right, I have to be a bit careful on this because then it doesn't load. I need to select the right thing. Done. Right, define keys. Right, okay, so left O, right P, jump M. We'll do that. That's all we need. Right, now codes. I have to put in Matthew Smith, who did... Oh, not Matthew. There's no such person. Oh, right. Okay, that's not going to work. Nopesy. Right, the music seems to have stopped. Matthew S. we want. Oh, I've done it. I've done it a bit wrong. I haven't put it on keyboard, I don't think. Nincompoopin. Oh, actually, it might reload it, mightn't it? There we go. Right, good. Keyboard. Yep, it's on keyboard. Start. Right, okay, hopefully it works. So, basically this is Manic Miner, but completely recoloured, see? So if this is the first time you've seen it, I imagine you'll be amazed. It plays pretty similar. Some of the ledges on this one are a little bit of a different distance apart. Right. I wish I did spacebar for the jump now. Right, okay, so the robot is yellow in the original Manic Miner. This time they've made him a bit magenta with some blue trousers. Right. Here we go. Yeah, beautiful graphics. So it's essentially Manic Miner coloured in. Not bad, eh? So hopefully I can get a bit of a distance on this and don't get bamboozled by the colour scheme. Manic Miner, was that 1983? I think it was, wasn't it? By Bug Bite. Written by Matthew Smith. Was so popular, he then always burnt himself out doing Jet Set Willy, which is another good one. I don't think Jet Set Willy's been coloured in. I think that'd be too much for anyone to do as a single project. There we go. Got lots of air left central cabin, and we all know what comes up next, don't we? Cold room or cold store? Cold store or cold room? 1983. Thanks, Mad Commodore. Right, the cold room it is. Cold store is a room in Jet Set Willy. Here come the penguins. I always thought they were penguins, but they might not be. They look like penguins. Do you know what? For some reason I've forgotten how to do this stage. I've done it so many times. That must be the right way to do. Yeah, okay. Oops, that's that bit of cut. I thought I was going colour clash. Oh look, it takes away a bit of the ledge. I didn't notice that before. Oops. I've messed up. Oh no, I've just got away with it. Right, okay. I forgot that ledge disappeared then. The Nirvana engine. Get your coat on, it's cold. Right, let's wait for him to come across and we'll be able to get that tennis bat or whatever it is and jump at the same time, which we've already done. By the time I finish that sentence. Right, I want to do a bit of the show-off way of doing this. Oh no, I haven't. There we go, show-off way. He's not going to die. He's landed in the, well, it's the magenta and red cube thing. Right. Oh, hi, Ponka Ballon. If I haven't said hello to you before, I don't remember. I don't think I have. Now, this level, the Menagerie, is sometimes a stage where I completely forget the timings of it. So sometimes I do it first time, and other times I make a right pig's ear of the thing. Let's pretend that's the right timing. It might be. Actually, I think I might have fluked it. I have. Well, that's a bit of a relief. Don't get too cocky, because then it might go wrong. Whee! Right, there we go. The Menagerie. I made very quick work of that. If you own a menagerie, comment in the comment section. Big hello if you're watching this on pre-record and not watching it live as well, so big hello to you too, so why not say hello? But at the time being, hello everyone that's watching this live. All 38 of you. Hooray! Yes, it's never perfect gameplay if you're new to the channel. It's all about a bit of, well, nonsense chat, easing a bit of stress and having a bit of a laugh, which hopefully you will do. We want to get detached from reality for at least a couple of hours. Yeah, so I don't know if there will be a stream tomorrow. I'll try. Normally there's been a Commodore 64 2-hour stream from about 8 till 10. So I've got a bit of a time to get to it. At the moment I am aiming to do it, but I can't guarantee it will happen. But I'll let you know on Twitter if that's the case, if indeed you follow me there. I love the music on this. It makes me feel super happy. Do you know what? I started this stream feeling a bit tired. I don't know what it is about retro gaming. Maybe it's the adrenaline of you lot being there. It's I've got more energy than when I started. There we go. Maybe it's like some sort of endorphin boost for the old brain. Not long to return of Barrett. Well, Jeffrey, correct. The no matter what, the Speedball 2 stream will happen on Thursday, regardless. Because, well, no preps required for that. I just load Speedball 2 on the save bit. Hooray! Right, okay, this is a potentially tricky one. But yeah, Barry, we've got to win Division 1, haven't we? We've got to win Division 1. Barry's been gradually upgraded. And, yeah, we should do it this time. What do you think? Nick, hope we get time for Miami Chase. Okay. I hope so too. We can always, because we've done Horace and the Spiders before, we can always swap a few things around. Right. Or we could overrun, who cares? Right, I think I've missed the timing completely on this, but Eugene has got cyan glasses. Oh, God. Completely lost the timing on this thing. Let's pretend it's now. I think that's worked. Well, that was a fluke again. Oh, no, that wasn't... I couldn't do it then. Yeah, sometimes when I have a go at this, I just can't get past Eugene's shenanigans. On this version, the only problem is, I don't know if it's about the emulation, he doesn't dance at the bottom. You'll see Minor Willie there at the bottom. He's not doing any disco dancing. Oh, that's the wrong timing. That's the wrong timing, Nick. Even I can see that. Oh, it's the right timing. Well. What do you know? Ye have little faith. Yeah, on this game, I always tend to get stuck on the Manic Miner. I always get stuck. I'm good up to the mutant telephones. Then it all goes a bit weird. But that's been consistent like that for about 30 years. Always the mutant telephones. I think I've got past it a few times. And then there's the crash landing bay seems to give me a bit of problems as well. Sorry, I had to concentrate then. So many times as a kid where that's gone hideously wrong. I think that's wrong. I don't think I can jump over those two. Oh, I did. Right, anyway. Right, now this is the critical bit here. I always say this when I play it, but you know it anyway. Once you get this last one, Eugene will come crashing down from the heavens. I think we've got him. Hooray! So today's a good day. Good evening, Danny. Hope you're well, sir. Thank you for dropping by. Right, okay. So, it's the Pac-Man level, as I called it as a kid, but really it's the processing plant. Hope you're liking the extra colour that Christian Gonzalez mod gives you. Eugene did look a bit dodgy. You're right there, Gumjo. Definitely. He's up to no good. Uh-oh. Ooh. You know that feeling when you think it's all gone wrong and then you just about do it in the nick of time? There we go. And as you know, on other versions, I think the Commodore 64 version, that bush on the conveyor belt, which for some reason doesn't fall off the conveyor belt, is a ghost. Right, let's go over this thing. See you later, Pac-Man. Right, there's... Oh! Oh dear. My finger got stuck on the button then. I thought I was going to end up into doom. So if you lose concentration, even for a moment, it can be doomsville. There we go. So that's easier to do. Evening LTM as we go to the VAT. And VAT 17.5%. Is it? Right, a kangaroos. But this isn't that sort of VAT. Value added tax. This is an actual VAT of stuff. If you are a kangaroo, then comment below. Right, okay, so I should be able to remember the pattern here. I've done it so many times. Mice or kangaroos? Discuss. But they're jumping up and down a bit like kangaroos. I always thought they were kangas. Right, okay. This looks like going according to plan. Oh, well done, Nick. According to plan, then he walked into whatever that star was. That was a bit silly there. See, what did I say about getting too cocky? That's what happens when you get too cocky. And this looks like the last life, actually, of the VAT. Right, come on, Minor Willie. Stop being silly. On the conveyor belt we go. Rightio. So the recorded stuff's been unaffected. There's going to be no gaps there. So there will be a homebrew going up on the channel on Wednesday. ZX Spectrum. There's a video going up on Thursday. And then we're going to see Barry in the live streams. It's all action-packed. Members of the channel will already know what those videos are going to be, because that's, well, one of the perks you see. Hurrah! Right, let's not muck this up this time. Good. There we go. What's next? Is it the Endor Forest next? I forget. Endor Forest? Oh no, Minor Willie meets the Kong Beast. I can never decide if these are like monkey nuts going past or Brussels sprouts. I suppose monkey nuts makes more sense. Right. There's the beast up there. Now there is a handle you can see next to him. You can either complete the game or the level, or you could try and get one of those pull the handle as well, if you know what I mean. But that gives extra jeopardy because it takes longer to do. Now this bit's a bit difficult. There we go. So he lands on his actual foot. Just reading your comments, Stuart. The version you played of Mario instead of... Yeah, okay. Good stuff. Good. Smelly Kong barrels. Is that what they are? They could be. Yeah. Hot chestnuts. Yeah, they could be. There's some sort of smell coming off them, isn't there? Something. But whatever they are, they look like they're pretty smelly or hot. Ow. Is that my last life? No. This is my last life. See, sometimes you've got to be pixel perfect on these. Right, let's have another go. Minor Willie. I consider it a good go if I get to the Amoebatrons in this, the wacky Amoebatrons. Right, come on, Nick. Get there on your little foot, yep. Right, okay, so this is pretty much what was going on last time. There we go. Have a banana. That's the last banana. We won't worry pulling the handle. I think if you saw a previous live stream on Manic Miner, we was about to pull that handle, and then it's like the game resets to the beginning for some reason. I can't work out why that was. Right, one banana left, so we need to get over this bush, and then we're cooking on gas. Oh, that's a bit close. Right, we've got lots of air. Drop down into there. Right, okay, so we've got past the Kong Beast. That is good. Good going. Right, wacky Amoebatrons. Yep, there we go. That's sort of like my base level to find the Amoebatrons whenever I'm playing this game. Get to the Amoebatrons, it's a good game. Right, okay. But, yeah, lots and lots of colour here. Plays good homage to the Manic Miner. I don't know if it was exactly the same movements here from the original. Cool, that's close from the original game, but It looks the same. I'd have to watch the two side by side, I think. Right, move out the way, Amoebatron. Right, what's the timing here? So that green thing's coming down. I think we should be okay, should we? Yeah, this looks alright. So there's only one key to collect in this stage. It's all about with your patience and don't bash into any of those. This is the last life, remember, so if I lose it, then it's, well, that's it. That's the end of Minor Willie, and he won't be able to afford that amazing house from Jet Set Willie. Man, he bought badly, didn't he? That was a bad buy. I bet he wished he never bought that house. What a nincompoopin'. Nincompoopin'. Right, now, so the problem is the green one and the blue one. We need to sort of like timing where they're both below and not causing any issues at all. Now's not the right timing, I don't think, or was it? It might have been, but that blue one's going quite slow, which is good. Oh, I don't know when the right time it is. I don't think that's it. Oh no, that's what you call the wrong timing. Dong 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 dong. Code. Oh, what's that code? Let's write that code down. I'm glad it gave you the code. What was it? XMUZZZZZ. Well, we'll have another go at that then. I think we can jump straight into there. Well, that's good. That's something that Manic Miner didn't give you, did it? Nick, if you press escape, does the music change? Oh, I don't want to risk that, Stuart, because things might all shut down completely. Pressing escape on an emulator is normally asking for trouble. But you know, I'll try that another time off air and see if it works. Right. Have you read that it does change then? Let's put a code in. Right, and we'll put that code XMU, and it was all Z's, wasn't it? Beep. We'll jump in right back at the wacky Amoebatrons. Right, okay. I don't want to tempt fate, Stuart. I will try it. I will try it. But yeah, but as I say, this is Manic Pietro by Christian Gonzalez. I don't know if it's got any of the original programming or not, to be fair. But I don't want it all to go dark and yeah. My streams don't take much tempting to go a bit wrong. It probably does work, to be fair. It's just me getting a bit jittery. Right, green and yellow. My favourite colours mixed together on this are magenta and red. I think that always looks quite pleasing. There we go. I thought I'd showboat there and jump over that one. Right, okay. So this is where we sort of went wrong last time. I thought my lives are going to be down the bottom there. There's no men dancing. Well, there's no people there at all. Right, what is the timing of this? I seem to think it was a bit easier on the. It couldn't have been because it looks more or less the same. That's probably better, isn't it? Yeah, that's better. There we go. Good. Right, so almost on the top shelf. Almost on the top shelf. Good. So thank you for the 2 super chats that come in. That does keep the show on the road. Julie and Stuart, really appreciated. Thank you. So your name's there in the event list. What an event that was. And also members, thank you as well. Oh look, I'm running out of time. I've spent too long on this. Look, we're in the red. Come on, Amoebatron, get out of the way. We're running out of time here because we've been just taking our time with this. Music's getting a bit quicker now. Cool. Music did get quicker at the end, so that was good to see. Right, now we're on the Endorian Forest. Now, I thought it was out of Star Wars, but I think Endor is something out of the Bible, isn't it? Oops, so we hit that Care Bear. Go, yeah. And there's a little stage thing. Actually, let's have one last go on it, addictive as it is, and then we'll probably load the next game, which will be, well, a bit of a mind calming game, really. Impact by Audiogenic in 1988, which is sort of like a breakout clone of such, in which there are a lot of breakout clones, isn't there? I think my favourite one probably Batty or Crackout, but this is an interesting one as well. Well, let's just have one last go. Let's put a code in. X. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as mentioned before, if Manic Miner had level codes, yeah, that would have made that thing a whole lot easier. Right. It's a bit tight. Ooh, that's a bit too tight. Right. Now on the original, these look like real bears. Here it looks like guys dressed up in Disneyland. Oh well. Hey, that was a bit dodgy collision detection, wasn't it? I didn't think I was anywhere near that guy. Right, I'm not having that. Let's have another go at that. That was a bit weird. I didn't think I was anywhere near that fellow. Right. I know I said one last go. Let's have one last go. So I think I was robbed there. I didn't get my full lives either. X, Z, M, Z, X, Z, Z, Z. Right, it looks like when you do a continue, when you do a level jump, it just gives you one life, I think. Yeah, see, you can jump to the next level, but at least it's infinite, I suppose. No, didn't have enough time to do the thing. So this guy must have some sort of like graphic box around him or something. See, look, that graphic around that white character, I don't think that's as tight as it should be. They need to look at that. I think that's a flaw in the game, isn't it? Really, that character is a lot bigger than he should be. I can't recall getting past that before, whether I got past it or not really. But yeah, referee, definitely a VAR's decision, Elf Boy, definitely a VAR's decision. It was good up to that. Yeah, I agree, JS. It was good up to that point. But then it went a bit weird, didn't it? Right. Okay. So I was Rob Lemmy. I humbly agree. Oh, brilliant. Thanks, Martin. Thank you very much. There, the event list will then upload. Good stuff. But yeah, that needs to be reprogrammed. That bit, Jametron and Lemmy. It certainly does, because it was quite fair up to that point. But something's gone wrong with that graphic now. Whether it hasn't loaded correctly or not, but I don't remember that before. But I presume it's always been there. Right. Okay. Let's calm ourselves down then. With a bit of impact. Let's do that. It's a breakout clone, as I say, Audiogenic 1988. Breakout, if you're unaware of that game, it's an arcade cabinet way back in 1976, I think. I think it's 1976. That's what my notes say. Quite often I have notes here to try and make me look clever. Sometimes it works. Yeah, that's what it says. Breakout 1976. Right. Define keys. I will do. Right, left, O, right, P, fire, space bar, select. Oh, let's just do D for that. Right, okay. Good. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. It's always good to see this one. Hi, Stephen. Nice to see you too. Thank you for joining us in the chat. Hello to everyone also in the chat, or if you're just sitting back watching this outside the chat and just chilling a bit, that's fine as well. Thank you very much. It's not about expert gameplay, as we say. It's about having a bit of fun, a bit of escapism for a couple of hours, and I try and do as many of these as I can, despite my new job. So we always keep pushing, because that's what it's all about, coming together as a community. I'm not sure I should be released into the community, but there we go. Right, so Impact. I don't have a password. This doesn't look like it's playing right. Something looks a bit wrong there. Let's have a look. Speed, 100%. Right, that don't look quite right. But anyway, that's emulate. Oh, it's sped up now. So that's emulation for you. This looks well done. Oh, it's on the Pentagon, isn't it? Right, let's get it off the Pentagon. That's probably what it is. Let's get it off the Pentagon. I forgot we was Pentagon in the future. Right, okay. So we got it onto a humble 48k now. Hopefully that's a bit better. Right, I think the Pentagon wasn't expecting anything that duff. Right, we couldn't play it like that, could we? That was ridiculous. Fire and D. Right, let's get away now. Fingers crossed then. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, the Pentagon didn't like that game. Is he just killing me automatically? Right, that's because I didn't start. That's better, isn't it? That's better. Right, away we go. We need to destroy all those blocks. And with this one as well, you see those yellow things coming down? I can cash those in to the power-ups on the right-hand side. You see, I think it's on the horseshoe at the moment. But I think that turns into 3. How do I cash those? There we go, I've cashed it in. Try and keep these in play. One's gone behind, that's good. Right, okay, now I've got to build up again. So, getting quite a lot of stuff. I think that one's a bigger bat. I think I might cash that in. It is a bigger bat. Right, there we go. And then you have to start all over again cashing it in. But there might be warps. Now, it moves quite fast, this one. Moves quite fast. I don't think I'll get any... I don't think I'll die if I bump into that planet thing. But all about your reflexes. The quickest... well, the trickiest breakout clone I played was Super Breakout on the Atari 2600. That moves super quick. Right, I can move the ball to where I want it, first of all. Yeah. So the Pentagon was Russian. I've learnt that today, as was the Scorpion. They was good at the high-end games, but seems like they've got a bit of a problem with Impact from 1988. But, yeah. Emulators, eh? They do a lot of stuff. Emulate, mainly. Right, it'd be good if I can get to the second stage, wouldn't it, really? So it's one of those games, if you've had a hard day and just want to de-stress a bit, what's better than to knock out blocks? Keep tempted to do Through the Wall again on the stream, but it looks so basic I don't think you could take that. But it's good for nostalgia. It was the first Spectrum game I played. Not the first ever game I played. That was Asteroid's arcade cabinet when I used to do swimming lessons back in the day as a nipper. Hopefully I can remember how to swim, but I could probably swim as good as I can play Asteroids, and we'll leave it at that. Bip bop bip. Nice starfield, isn't it, in the background, which you probably clocked that already. Sometimes you don't see obvious stuff just sitting there. But like all these breakout clones, you try and get some of the upgrades, and you end up missing the ball. So probably try and avoid those unless they specifically get in the way of your normal play. Bip bop. There's a good breakout clone in Wudang, isn't there? If you haven't played that game, track it down. It's a homebrew written in BASIC, but you'd be hard pushed to think it's been written in BASIC because it is so good. Right. You play some sort of, well, it's not quite a samurai, it's like some sort of kung fu genius. It's not really a kung fu genius. You know what I mean? It's a bit like a Hidden Dragon Crouching Aubergine, that film. I always forget the name of that film. It's something to do with tigers ducking down anyway, and dragons doing something. Right, two left. Nick, you always struggle to get the last couple. At least they're not in the corner this time. They're in the middle. Come on, it must be. Oh, missed it by the... There we go. No. Please get that yellow block in the middle, just hovering in space. I must get it by sheer randomness soon, surely. Get that yellow thing. Crouching Tiger, that's it, Gumdo. Right, as long as I remember Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. That's it, is it? Boom. Why is it still going on for? Maybe I need to get that thing. Why is it still going on? I need to clear the screen completely. Or maybe the Pentagon's having the last laugh. This shouldn't be happening, should it? Right, again. I must have played this game before when this happened, surely. Get it. That's it. I've got everything now. What's happening here? Flick, help please. I think something's gone wrong, innit? Something's gone wrong. And normally, in most breakout games, as soon as you've got all the blocks, it's the end, because playing breakout with no blocks don't seem like a very good thing. Don't seem like a very clever, like pointless thing to do. Like a pointless thing to do. This is Breakout without the blocks, because the blocks always get in the way. This is just silly. I'm surely it must have a stage 2. Maybe there's an invisible block I don't know about. Is there? Yeah. Well, you know. I think. Right. Has it just surrendered and given me. Right, okay. What went on there? What went on there? Okay, answers on a postcard. I don't know what happened there at all. Anyway, that was the craziest thing ever. Right. Right, this is stage 2 then, eventually. Oh look, it's gone over there, that's good. That's what we wanted to happen. There's some strange UFO thing plodding backward and forward with green legs. Just get behind there and destroy everything. That's it, get behind there, do lots of damage, ball. Oh! Oh man. Oh, Batty. Yeah, Batty is the best, Martin. I agree. It's a good one, isn't it, Batty? That one and Krakow, I love both of those. It's the power-ups seem to be more accessible. That's what I was trying to say. This one, you can see by the side there, we just gradually need to build them up. I don't know what that one at the end is. Maybe it's like don't know, some warp on to the next level, perhaps. Yeah, we need to play Batty again on a stream, I think. But we wouldn't do a stream all of Breakout clones, because that might be a little bit too much. Should be one in the Wild Bunch, shouldn't there? Should be one in the Wild Bunch. I'm not sure how they'd incorporate it into a Wild West theme, but it'd be pretty good. Boof. There we go. So after this, we'll be playing another homebrew, which you might be aware of if you looked at a few of these streams. It'll be 4K Race Refueled, which is another part of a competition, I think. It's heavily influenced by pole position. It's trying to rework it to a degree. Spectrum version by Stephen Tucker. So if you're going to load this game on emulation, don't load it on a Pentium, because it's all going to go a bit wrong. There. Okay. Dusty Bin, I've noticed in the comments there. That always reminds me of that show 3-2-1, where they go, you have to do it the right way around, you end up swearing at people. 3-2-1. It's not a game like that, is there? There is a lot of shows that have been converted to the Spectrum. The Price is Right, Bob's Full House, which we reviewed. Every Second Counts as well. That was by Paul Daniels, I think. Danny says Arkanoid 2 is also a great one. Yeah, I suppose it is. Is that the one that was called Revenge of Doe? Revenge of Doe. Yeah. Okay, so let's get on to 4K Race Refueled. And now I'm hopping around the different systems. I think this needs to be on 128K. I think. Right. Anyway, no prep time, but you don't notice, do you? Right. Good. Where is it? 4K Race Refueled. Now, 4K Race Refueled wasn't a part of the competition. 4K Race was, but then Paolo Ferraris, who wrote this in 2005, he went back and made it a little bit better. But anyway, the original was quite good, but this one is even better. You even get some magic bars there on the left and right while it's loading. Sometimes it don't load. Revenge of Play-Doh. Right, QAOP. I'm a fan of that. So like pole position, if you're unfamiliar with that, you have to go. You're in a car on a Formula 1 track. It's chase view. Let's overtake the cars and get to the end of each stage for your time ticks down. So the cars really serve as obstacles rather than being in any race. Now I really like this game when I reviewed it. So here we go. So you see on the top there, we're on stage 1 of 7. Time's ticking down in the middle. It's got great sounds on this one. Hasn't tried to do anything clever like fill in the graphics. It's just kept it one colour. If you crash into anything else, you will explode. So don't explode. It's automatic gears, i.e. there isn't any. And we just need to get through this mob. But it plays really good. If it had come out back in the day, I would have been super impressed. Whoa! See, there we go. The nearest of touches, you will die though. I think you can get away with hitting the other opponents about 2 or 3 times in the early stages. and then it's sort of like Doomsville. But yeah, a real nice game, this one. Definitely one to track down if you're into your Spectrum stuff or homebrew. It's not a recent homebrew though, 2005, but still great nonetheless. Oh, see, they do weave ever so slowly, these things. So you need to learn how the other cars move. But I've got extended play, so I'm in stage 2 of 7. I have completed this game before, but you need a bit of practice to get your driving goggles on. It's one of those ones where as soon as you get used to how the other cars move, you can get into the zone and sort of like pass them for fun. Here I'm losing way too much time behind this bloke, wondering which direction he's going to move in. Let's go this way. See, look at that. Disaster. Yeah, 4 kilobytes as well, Rusky. That's a very good point. Very good point. I think the original 4K race, you didn't see too much of the track, and he's pulled the camera away, I think, or made the track wider. Look, it's gone wrong again. When I said it gone wrong, the computer's not gone wrong. So, you know, you never know quite how far you're near to the end, but this game is very, very addictive. Hi, Scott. I'm doing okay at the moment. It's a bit of a hectic time at present. I've got a part-time job to try and keep this running, because that's my main aim. So thank you for the super chats and the memberships here. But it's just reworking what available hours I got, and not well, burning out really. Okay. Yeah. It's gone wrong again. 2020 summed up. You're quite right. We need to get out of 2020, don't we? We need to get into 2021 or one of those other years. Right, past him quite quickly this time. Past the second car. I think don't slow down. As soon as you start showing them respect, these cars, I think then you got bother. Just try and zip past them, give them a little chance to weave as possible. See, that's what it is. I had to slow down for that bend then, which didn't help. So the quicker you pass them, the less chance they've got of weaving all over the place. That's it. Good. You go super slow. You're in. Oh, that's right at the wrong point. Yeah, we saw that coming. We saw that coming in advance. Hi, Bonehead. We're playing 4K Race Refueled 2005 Paolo Ferraris. Hope you're having a good evening, sir. So I take it a bit wide there. Going round the course. These aren't laps, I don't think. We just do a continued circuit forever. Let's see if we can get onto stage 3 though. That would be nice. But as I say, I have completed this game, so it is doable. It isn't a massive game by any stretch of the imagination, but plays good, sounds really good. I like it. It's much better than pole position on the ZX Spectrum. Don't know if you saw my review of that. We looked at that a live stream, I think a few weeks ago. It knocks the socks off that. It's trying to pole position on the Spectrum tries to give you a bit more colour to we enter into stage 3, but if you take it back to basics, you get a lot of speed. And this isn't as grating on the ears as that one. So yeah, cool. Thanks, Bonehead. Yeah, it goes up and down, but we're in the 3,000 now subscribers. So hopefully that continues going. Yeah, be good to get to 10,000 one day. That would be good, or in a position where I can do this full time. That would be absolutely sensational. But it's yeah, I think there's a lot of competition on YouTube, so thank you for people that have dropped by, because you got lots of different options, but I try and keep it friendly. I respect everyone's opinion really. Sometimes it's a game I like and one you hate and vice versa, but that's all the fun of the retroness, isn't it really? All the fun of the retro. Oh, we've got to stage 4 now. That's very good. Oops, too slow. If I can just get round him. Oh, just clip the tyre. When you clip the tyre in Formula 1, your cars explode, don't they? There wasn't a Formula 1 race this weekend. I need to look up whether there is one. Well, last weekend I say. Is there one this weekend? I'll have to double check that. I won't be at work on Saturday at least, but I will be at work on Sunday. So a couple of videos will still go live on Sunday because they have been pre-scheduled, but I might be a bit slow with the old comments, so forgive me there. Right, I'll be home at about 7 o'clock-ish, something like that. Oh, what? So, yeah, quite addictive. So, you know, me playing like a Wally, got to stage 4 of 7 there. So, you know, a highly addictive game. Yeah. Checkered Flag, Jamitron. I would love to see that redone, given the treatment like this is done. If Paolo Ferraris wants to do that, but this was 15 years ago, so I don't know if he's still doing ZX Spectrum stuff. I sure haven't had his name. Sure haven't seen his name coming up there. Okay. I'd rather not go into where I'm working at the moment. Bonehead. There might be some data protection thing as well. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'll have to stay a bit cryptic. But it's not James Bond or anything like that. It just keeps me going. It's supposed to be for 20 hours a week, but this first week they've chucked in 22. I don't know if they're going to chuck me anymore. I'm not sure. But anyway, good. The job was for one thing, but they saw I had a big history in like banking and finance. That's what I've mainly been doing, and they took me to do that. So there we go. It was a job off another job which I never applied for. I think that's why the speed they get me in the first place. So there we go. That's what James Bond would say. Well, okay, Jeffrey, yeah, it probably is. Da-da-da-da. James Bond, all the women he messes about with or bumps into, evil, they've all got odd names. You never get one called like Brenda Smith, do you? I'd like you to meet my assistant, Mr. Bond, Brenda Smith. That never happens. They've always got some weird double entendre name. I'd like you to meet my assistant, Mr. Bond, Sarah Patterson. Yeah, anyway. Who's going to be the next James Bond after Daniel Craig? Get the name right. You always want to call him Craig David, which is wrong. Daniel Craig, that's it. I don't know. Idris Elba keeps getting mentioned. Not sure that would work. Anyway. Oh, beep. Oh, the car's exploded. Love your videos, Nick. Best of luck. Thanks, Rusty James. Appreciated it. Excellent. I can't stress enough how much the super chats work. Help. They all add up, and it just gives me options. Also a bit of confidence and energy as well. So thank you, Rusty. Really appreciated, mate. Thank you. Right, here we go. Let's get round this doofus here. Forward we go. Right. I'd like to be a secret agent, but no, I can't be a secret agent because I just told you I'd like to be a secret agent. But I can't be any worse than James Bond. I might have mentioned this before. Everywhere he turns up, he goes, "My name's Bond, James Bond." Oh, I've blown my cover straight away. He needs to say his name's Brenda Smith or Sarah Patterson or something. He immediately announces who he is. He always picks the same drink, so they know it's him. They know it's him straight away. He's rubbish. Anyway, that's James Bond for you. Yeah. My James Bond drink would probably be... What would my James Bond drink be? A pint of milk. So, my name is Njenkin. Nick Njenkin. I'll have a pint of milk, please. Full fat. What a film that would be. Right, maybe I'll get cast as the next James Bond now. It's good. The name's Njenkin. Nick Njenkin. Pint of milk. Full fat. Yeah, that's sounding cool. That's sounding cool and cool every time I say it. And then I get introduced to Brenda Smith. I think that's a good film, that. You Only Eat Toast. That'd be the name of the film. Beans on toast. And You Only Eat Pot Noodle. That'll be the name of the film I'm in. Sounds like a winner, doesn't it? I think we do one more go at this. One more go. I get sidetracked like I tend to do. If you got this one, quite often people say, where can you download the games from? I used to do it from World of Spectrum, but that site's changed a bit now, and I say I'm not a fan. It's very hard to navigate around it. But the main one I use is spectrumcomputing.co.uk, and I think that's what World of Spectrum trying to be like. They tried to copy that site and come up with something not quite as good. So they're not all there, but if you type in 4K Race Refueled, I think this one might be there. So Spectrum Computing. That's a shout out. That's a shout out to them. Right. You Only Eat Toast. Something like that, Neil. Or Concrete Never Floats. Or something Bond-like that's pretty stupid. Yeah. Concrete never floats, you Wally. Concrete never floats, no way. Something like that, with a top song. Concrete never floats, your logic's gone astray. Actually, write that film, Concrete Never Floats, with me in it. Good. And it's true as well, concrete does never float. You can try it out after watching this if you want. Good. Oh, let's get round this car. They've been saying, haven't they? Aston Martin, who make James Bond's cars, are entering Formula 1 next season. Sebastian Vettel's gone over to drive for them. They're Racing Point at the moment. And will they have special gadgets like the James Bond car, like missiles and stuff? It'll certainly make the Formula 1 a bit more exciting if some sort of I don't know, cutter mechanism goes into the back of the Mercedes and cuts the engine out and throws it into a lake. That would be good. That's what we need, isn't it? Spectrum forever. You're right there, crazy kid. Let's get past this fella. See you later, fella. Well, it might be a fella. It might not be. I don't know. Right. Pass him a go. So can you imagine writing this game and then playing it and thinking, yeah, I've landed this. Marvelous. But yeah, knocks. I mean, it comes many years after pole position for sure, but knocks it for 6. This is what reworkings of games should really be like. Really, I've had this back in the day. I would have been extremely happy. Not as happy as the man in Concrete Never Floats though, when he throws the baddie into a river and he's wearing concrete underpants and sinks, and then the music cuts in. Concrete Never Floats. There we go. Round the outside. Do it. Ooh, that's right, Gundio. Specky for life. I'll go with that. Bit bendy here. So it's a yellow track. I think back in the day, if this was made to this sort of standard, they would have changed every sector. They would have changed the colour of the track, wouldn't they? We've got 11 seconds left. Can we get to section 5? We've got to section 4. Good. Can we get to section 5 after this? Don't think we can crash into too much stuff, and then it'll be game over, I'd imagine. Oops. I think things paused ever so slightly there. 32 seconds. That's going to go past super quick. Concrete underpants would be most uncomfortable. They would, Tom. They would. I don't think I'd buy any. Plus, if you was ordering them online, how much would the postage and packing be? Oh, my car's exploded. But luckily, I had concrete underpants on and was unhurt. I'll see you, Jeffrey. Oh, I might have missed you. I've just seen your comment. Yeah, have a good evening, sir. Have a good evening. Thank you, sir. Right, okay, right. Extended play. Yeah, so I'll aim to do. I'm not sure it's going to happen, but I'll aim to do a Commodore. It'll be either a Commodore 64 stream tomorrow, or it might be a Commodore Amiga stream. One of those two. It might be easy for the prep to do an Amiga one, but we'll see how it goes. Right, okay. Because I just have to save some snapshots from games, or the main ones I'm already familiar with, because I've only done one Amiga mix stream, and that was when we was just testing stuff, so I might do all them again. And a few extra ones. Got to have a look at Lotus 2 when you're doing that, eh? Would you like to see Lotus 2 tomorrow? That'd be good. We won't look at Pac-Mania, because we've looked at that quite a lot of times, or the Great Giant Sisters, we looked at that a few times. Yeah, it'd be quite good. And Speedball 2, that's going out on Thursday. Oh, man. Right, okay, let's load something else. Right, what we'll do, this game I haven't reviewed it yet on the channel, but I'll probably review it in a few weeks. Members will know because I'll announce that. But it's a game I've been meaning to come to for quite some time, which you'll probably be, well, you might be interested in. It's a reworking of Jetpack, but it's a lot easier. So goes tend to last a little bit longer. Oh God, yes, Lotus 2, please. Okay, Danny, yep, I'm a bit late on that comment. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we'll see if we can squeeze in an Amiga one tomorrow. What was I talking about? Yeah, Jetpack Bob. It's a reworking of Ultimate's game Jetpack, but it's a lot easier in the fact that you don't die when something bumps into you. It just reduces the shield. My main gripe of it is the character you control. It's a big yellow square rather than the lunar jetman. But see what you think. Goes tend to be a bit long on it, but it's the same sort of thing. You assemble the rocket, then get all the fuel. There we go. So Bob is that yellow character. It's not quite as cute as Jetman. This is by Douglas Bagnall in 2017. It's a good extra one to have. Right, Myth on the Spectrum is amazing. Myth, something to look at. Okay. Right, okay. So QAOP is space. So you might have seen this, you might have not, but let's just check out the differences. So I'm this yellow thing here rather than Jetman. Assemble the rocket first of all. Now you can't go from one side of the screen to another. It won't scroll to the other side. And also you see that red and green bit are the shields. If that goes down, that goes to the bottom, then you actually will die. So you can take some damage. So it's not as frustrating as Jetpack for the noob. And also as well, the rocket lands in different places on the screen, so it's not always the same. So Jetpack fans might like this one. So I thought I'd show you it in the live stream a bit early before we've actually reviewed it. Yeah. Nick, we play as a big square in adventure on... okay, that should be interesting to see. Actually, I have got that on the list to have a look at, the 2600. Right, so one more bit of fuel. So you see, I collided into that thing a bit there, but didn't die. Right. So I think we got a... it's easier than Jetpack, for sure. I don't know, Jamatron. It's I think overall that is the main thing. Overall, I think I prefer Jetpack because there's more jeopardy. And look, sometimes you might be able to see there that sometimes you fire and it doesn't delete the lasers you fire. So there's a bit of a lag there. I don't know if it's because it is emulation, but yeah, 2017. But you won't be dying straight away, so I'll be very surprised if I don't get onto the second rocket. But the goes, the stages don't take as long to complete. My shield's almost down. No, we only lost a little bit, haven't we? There we go. So let's get in there. But I just prefer the. There's a bit of inertia on this as well, like the original Jetpack. But I just much prefer the guy you control. Yeah, we'll see what they've done with it. But also as well, I liked the original Jetpack. I just liked the original gun because that went right across the screen, didn't it? Really. But it just comes to the point where you want to see what the next rocket is going to be. To be honest. Now, the aliens in this are less interesting than the Jetpack ones, and I think they rotate. So I think there's only about 4 different ones. It is a little bit cramped, Gumdio. I would agree there. I think maybe the rocket might be smaller on Jetpack. Maybe I think it's because they've used the shields, and also as well on the Jetpack you've got the illusion, haven't you, where your gun goes from one screen to another. Interesting to see, but I don't think it's better than original Jetpacks. That's a fair comment. And at the top there it says the Adventures of Bouncing Bob. Who's Bouncing Bob? Is it Bouncing Bob or is it Jetpack Bob? But it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. Right. Okay. So it's like a trainer mode, I suppose. A trainer mode for Jetpack. So if you're no good at Jetpack, maybe try this for a bit and then play Jetpack. But you'll see the aliens rotating around again. Shield's not looking too clever. When you enter the rocket at the end, the shields go up a little bit, but I don't think they go all the way. Yeah, that's a good point, Julie. I mean, you don't die straight away, so there's a bit of well, less frustration, I suppose. An easier version, and the ledges are in a different position each time. I think we need to do one more, and then there. Oh, that's an interesting alien. It looks like it's some creature in a cream donut. If aliens do, it's supposed to be a flying saucer, isn't it? Right, a little bit of flicker there, and they do look like they're slowly homing in on me here. Yeah, so keep on moving. That's what S Club 7 said. Bit of colour clash in the bottom there. Well, a lot of colour clash. Second one. But they're not going to cause too much of an issue. You see there, the screen was a little bit slow updating to get rid of all that stuff I just fired. Right, away we go. And I think we might have a different rocket this time. And the screen might change colour. Yeah, there we go. So the screen changes colour. So if it had been released back a day as a kid, this would be what it's all about, getting to the next stage. Don't know what these things are. They look like something they should be in that trapdoor game. That's something we need to have another look at as well, the trapdoor. So UK2. I think when I review this, I'm not sure how long the review is going to be. It's one of those ones where I might have to die on purpose. Oh, see, I didn't die on purpose there. To make it any slight reasonable length or do a sometime later. But you just want to see. It does get you to the point where you just want to see what the whole game looks like. What does the final rocket look like? But having said that, when you look at the main screen at the start, it does cycle through the rockets anyway, which renders it completing the game a bit pointless. But, you know, it's a bit like a demo, isn't it, I suppose? Right, my lives are available there in the top left. I've got 3 left. But one of the best terrains, I think it goes a red rocky. Well, it's not a red rocky terrain. It's like a red ledge terrain. Let's overtake there. So the rocket says UK2, or is it EUK2? I can't quite tell. It's a bit of fun, Tom. It's a bit of fun. Bit of nostalgia there. Different to I suppose if they release a Jetpack 2. But I have reviewed Jetpack on, if you want something a bit closer to the original with souped up graphics, I have reviewed it on the iOS system. I played it on my iPad, Jetpack. It gives you sort of like the original game and one with souped up graphics. When I say souped up graphics, not to a great deal, but you've got things like dust when the rocket lands that's picked up from the floor, and also the rocket, the exhaust there, is more like real fire. Which is quite nice to see. Check out that review if you haven't already done so. Not sure if it came out on Android or it was just iOS, but it's an interesting addition. It's a bit more difficult than this one. The smiley people, well, you know, they come and they go. They come and they go. Right. Let's keep an eye on the time, because this goal could last super long without me sort of like realising it. But let's get to rocket 3 at least. So you can see these are the asteroids again. We've already seen them a few times go around. Right, okay. So we looked, at least we looked at least one different game today. Right, one bit more bit of fuel. Then I should have released that a bit lower really, but anyway, good. So yeah, in consequence, it's a few extra bits going on to Jetpack. It's a bit easier than Jetpack, but I prefer Jetpack. But I'm glad this one exists as well. It's not a bad one. Douglas Bagnall in 2017. Well done him. I like new Enterprise. So it's taken the original game and tried to do something different with it rather than just copy it, which is, you know, quite nice to see. Let's move that fuel there. Good. This is what space travel is all about, folks. You get your fuel, you assemble your rocket in 3 bits, you get your fuel, and there we go. There we go, right. Oops. Who'd have thought a bubble could almost kill you? Right. That's it. Should be up and away, should we? Yep. Jetpack Bob. I do like these games that show a bit of inertia. We had a look recently. It doesn't play anything like this. Jetpack Jock, which is like a platformer game. I think we looked at that in a live stream as well. Jetpack Jock. There's no Scottish connection to it at all. Basically, you must collect objects on each screen, and then it gets you to the next stage. So it's one of those ones. But here, look, we're even protected against the stuff here. They're not going to get past those ledges, are they? Oh, it has done. Famous last words. Right, okie dokie. Bubbles of doom in that last stage. I don't know what these things are. Right, up and away, I think. Yes, there we go, there we go, there we go. Evening, Steve. Evening, Steve. What's that? All football dad duty done. Well done. Well done. Alright, we've got to assemble a different rocket this time on the Jetpack Bob. I think this is my favourite colour scheme. I've only got 1 life left, have I? Right, it's my favourite colour scheme. Easy for you to say, Nick. Let's assemble this rocket. So we destroy whatever these things are. They seem to want to come at me, but all got stuck under that ledge. That's something for you. They're stupid aliens, aren't they? They can't even find their way around that ledge. Nincompoops. Rude. I know. I don't know what the why you should drop a rocket part about 50 feet onto a second part. I don't think that would work. It's looking like, what's that? Is it Thunderbird 3? Thunderbird 2 it's looking like. Maybe Thunderbird 3. What's that one where the ground opened up and it just come out a swimming pool? If I remembered that wrong. Probably. Stand by for action. Right, okay, right. That should be enough. Full down fuel and we're off. This is what a real rocket sounds like when it escapes. When velocity. Right. I got you under my skin. Right, there's the Donut Boys again from another dimension. Play close attention. They're not going to take me to another dimension. Right. Da da did it to find another race. Right. Concrete never floats. That's the best song. You only eat toast, oh so it seems. Right, one more left and then we're out of here. We can leave the donut alien boys behind and their evil bakery. Oh no, we've done it already. Good. So I'm getting a good score here. Does he look like that robot? I mean, it's a yellow cube. Is there like a spaceman in a? It's a spaceman in a yellow cube, isn't it? I think. So he's in some sort of. Oh, I don't know. He's some sort of robot fellow. Anyway. No time limit on it. Oh, game over. There we go. So we won't have another go at this, but I thought I haven't reviewed it yet, but I thought I'd give you a bit of a look on it. But the main interest, because it's so easy, is seeing what next rocket comes up. But as you can see on this title screen, it actually rotates through the rockets anyway. So there's the second rocket there. Let's see them all. So see if I think I might have been quite close to the finish there. There's UK3. Donuts is evil. Well, you might be right there, Danny. From Event Horizon, yeah, it could be. That Event Horizon was a sneaky little ship, wasn't it? No, we didn't get to that one, did we? Didn't get to that one. Is there one after that? It's going to get pretty advanced. I'd like to see them be multiple colours then. Right, that's what's that say? Space. So we was nowhere near completing it. So there's quite a bit of distance to go on this game. There we go. So, you know, I think we was about 2 ships away or 3 ships away. Be careful when you say that sort of thing. Right. So let's load another game. Let's load another game. So I hope you're having a good evening. Cool, we're already an hour and 15 in already. So I hope you're having a good time. As I say, sorry about there weren't one Monday, but hopefully there'll be one next Monday. Right, so what we're doing is I go jibber jabbering again. Turbomania. Let's have a look at that. Again, that's another homebrew. So looking at quite a few homebrews today. It's not turning into a homebrew stream. This is by Jonathan Caldwell in 2005. You might have heard that name because he made Arcade Game Designer, abbreviated to AGD. And quite a lot of the homebrews we reviewed recently are by him. If you're unfamiliar with AGD, essentially it's like a compiler that makes making games easier. So if you're good at graphics or sound, have got a good idea for a game but don't know how to do it, I haven't loaded the utility myself, but it makes it possible. And there's so many games coming out from that I think it must be fairly easy to use. So like with all these things, to get the best use out of it, you need to be a bit skilled on it. So if I picked up the most expensive electric guitar in the world, I wouldn't sound like Slash or someone. Right, okay, Turbomania, let's do that. Right, so this is like a maze game. I think it's influenced by Pac-Man, but instead of Pac-Man, you are driving some sort of car there. There it is, like that. And you must make the whole screen go blue, which will quickly become apparent. So up, down, left, P. Right, transforms the maze. So sometimes you might get a bit stuck. So you might risk transforming it into something else. Well, which I hopefully don't do that, because it confuses the hell out of me. Right, homebrew heaven. Keyboard would do that. Formula 1 music. Right, okay, so I'm in the top right there. I must avoid bumping into those other cars, which for the sake of this are representing the ghosts you'd normally see in Pac-Man. No pills to collect, but, you know, we need to make the whole thing go blue. You'll see power-ups every now and again. Not quite sure what all of them do. Let's get that one. See, that was... I shouldn't have done that, because that just, well, ruined all my handiwork. So avoid the camera, unless it's like a random thing that happens. First of all, we're versus 2 of the cars. Nice sounds in this one. I think later on there might be 3 cars. I think that flag's alright to get. Right. Right, okay. So, we're not doing too bad. You got the idea in it. It's quite straightforward. I think those cars, I'm not sure they're coming straight for me. I don't want the maze to go all yellow again. Right, so... You see my fuel there is ticking down in the top middle. If that goes to 0, we've had it. And I think we get extra fuel by doing things. I don't think it's the flags. No, don't do that. Right. Right, so this thing's in hot pursuit. We need to lose him. Oh, sit there. And the problem is with this, the nearest of touches, then it's Doomsville. Starting the top corner again. I could have transformed the track if I wanted to there, but I didn't. Right, okay. Fuel's looking good all of a sudden. We should do this now. They've buzzed off somewhere else. Now, every so often there's a mini game as well. It might throw us a mini game. Bonus stage, stop light on green. He's done it for bonus points. Yeah, so if I didn't mention it, Jonathan Caldwell 2005, but I think I did. So the same year, really, as that 4K Race Refueled was being released. So, you know, lots and lots and lots of homebrews, not just in the previous few years. Have been going on for a while. Now, I'm going to transform the thing, just so you can see what it looks like. So, transform. See, it just makes it a bit more complicated, because it's redrawing the maze. There's, well, it did, but it didn't help me, did it? This time round, there's 3 cars after me. I think sometimes if you're lucky, it redraws the maze and it might trap some of the other cars in, but only redraw it as a last resort. Looks like Rally X. I haven't seen Rally X. It sounds like one I need to track down then, Bonehead, maybe. Rally X. Is that on the Spectrum? Is that on the Spectrum, Rally X? Oh, game over. Enter your name. Well, I can do that much. It's Nick. There we go. Right. After this one, we will have a look at Miami Chase, because I've got a funny feeling Horace and the Spiders is a game that I'm quite proficient at, and that might use up all the time if we don't do. I wasn't that good at Miami Chase. I did review it there, but essentially you're some police guy who's been given free reign of the city to try and take out as many of the bad guys as possible. Essentially, they're red cars driving down a top-down city, a bit like Grand Theft Auto 1, I suppose, which is good fun. As soon as you've taken all of them out, then Kingpin Boss turns up in a yellow Corvette. I think there's 7 stages in total, and the whole idea is, oh man, the whole idea is you've got to clear them so the mayor can get elected, and avoid the police as well. Oh man. Right, okay. Thanks, Danny. Right, so another one of these ones that's got a nice feel to it. The only problem is when there's 3 cars on there, I do tend to... my skill levels seem to be maxed out at just 2. Right, that's a dead end. Let's get there. But I think they're just driving around at random, really, these cars. So if you respect them a bit, you could probably drive around quite easily. Right, okay. But you know, as a kid, anything with a race car in, generally I was a fan of. I didn't have grid start back and down the Commodore Amiga, otherwise that wouldn't have been the case. All Crazy Cars 1 on the Commodore Amiga or Spectrum. There's quite a lot of exceptions to the rules. Quite a lot of bad racers out there. But you know, quite a lot of good racers also. So it's looking like if I can do a Commodore Amiga stream tomorrow, isn't it really? Beat the red car, right? But how do I do that? Instructions would have been nice. I didn't beat the red car. Maybe I had to do like a Daley Thompson and thump the joystick or something, or the keyboard. Did. Right, stop. I think that might freeze the other cars if I can get to it before it disappears. It has done. Right. Okay. So let's work. Let's complete this. I don't know how long they're going to freeze for. Probably not that long. They've done for a long... Right, okay, so a bit of time. I need to hit another stop then, hopefully. Right, okay. Now, because I'm going over the same ground all the time, I'm not being very economical with my fuel load, so that could come back to bite me in the bottom. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Look, I've only got 240. I need more fuel. More fuel. Right, let's not sing Christmas carols at the moment, because it's going to be on us before we know it. I noticed at the supermarket the seasonal aisle has got Halloween stuff, but next to the Halloween stuff is Christmas stuff as well. What's going on? Right, they're sort of like sharing a shelf at the moment. Oh, come on, Nick. He's done it. Match the symbol, right? Oh, how can I remember where that is? No, it's a camera. I should have taken a screenshot or paused it or something. Right, have we... I'll play fair, other cars. Play fair. I did used to know a poke for this, for infinite lives, but a game like this, it's a waste of time playing it with immunity on it, because you know what's the point? What's the point of that really? Okay. First day of autumn. Is it the first day of autumn today? User details. I did not know that. It is a little bit dark, isn't it? Really. Raider Rat Race on the Vic 20 was similar to Rally X. So many games I'm unaware of, to be honest. So many games. You'd think. Oops, I didn't want to redefine the keys there. You'd think I would have known most of them by now, but still, there's more and more that gets suggested. Nick's top of the score. He's a good player, that Nick. Right, one. Bom. Yeah, Halloween. Just trying to think of Halloween games. We've covered a few Halloween games, a few Halloween pinball tables as well. I do like a good bit of pinball. When I used to, I haven't done them for a while. When I used to do them, they were probably the least watched thing on the channel, though, those pinballs. So I think not many people like pinball. It's a bit of a niche thing compared to the 8-bit Spectrum stuff and the Commodore Amiga stuff. I did like looking at them though. I just like the sounds that come out of these tables. Really did. Yeah. There's a pinball playlist if you're interested. If you didn't know that I did the pinball reviews. Most of them are on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, it has to be said, but there is a few ZX Spectrum tables there, and I think the Commodore 64 too. But you know, by far my favourite is the recreations of the real life tables that Zen Studios and Farsight Studios did. Yeah, great stuff. Oh, there we go. That's okay, Danny. I mean, pinball in particular is is a bit of a personal thing, isn't it? Really. So you know, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Always better to play pinball. I think you get the more feel out of it, and also as well is it's maybe a bit of frustration there because you just want to nudge the table at a different point. But it's good. I mean, I like the although it's not based on a real life table. I did like the Universal pack by Zen Studios, which included Jaws, Back to the Future trilogy, and what was the other one? E.T. I think. And they're all pretty good tables. Bom. The problem is with a lot of these, they can't get licensed music. The real life tables, they tend to get the music all in, which is good. Addams Family is a good table, and the Twilight Zone. Yeah, I know you spend a lot of time there, Julie. Thank you. I think you spend the most time there out of anyone, I think. But they're good lot of tables, and I, you know, it's just the sounds that come from the thing is absolutely fantastic. Right. I mean, it's when they get a subject matter that you're into, like the Star Trek table as well, the Next Generation. That was pretty good. And then you got your classics ones like Theatre Magic. Or let's redo the. That's it. I've saved myself there. Oh, I thought I saved myself. Yeah, Theatre and Magic, Ripley's Believe It or Not. Funny enough, I don't like the driving ones as much on. Oh, stuck in the middle at the top. I don't like the driving ones as much on that. Oh, I haven't got any. Oops. I'm stuck. Stuck in the middle of you. Thanks, Neil. I mean, yeah, the Back to the Future table was a pretty good one. There's 3 Jurassic Park tables. Some are a bit better than others. I'm not going to get out of that box, am I, really? But, yeah, I mean, I think they've got too many Star Wars tables, I must admit, Zen Studios. But I've got a fair few of them, and I liked. But I haven't got... I don't think they might have the Star Wars music in it, and when I reviewed it, I had to turn that off because it gets done for sort of like a copyright strike. But, yeah, I do like a good bit of pinball. Be good to do a pinball stream, but at the moment, well, I haven't made another attempt at the moment. Things are a bit busy. On the live stream, they tend to be a little bit blurry on the couple of tests that I had. Right, okay. What did you want? You wanted Miami Chase, didn't you, next? So let's me blunder around there then. Miami Chase. So we're not going to run out of time because if we did Horace and the Spiders next, it's possible that we might have done. And Horace and the Spiders would be a good one to wind down with, wouldn't it? Really, I think. Right, Miami Chase. Not to get mixed up with Miami Vice, which is a game which I haven't reviewed. Yeah, Neil, scared stiff. Both of our Vira tables. There, the party, something in the party monsters. Mars Attacks is absolutely fantastic, Danny. That's a great shout out. Ones that I've completed, I tend to be a fan of. So Monster Bash as well. Mars Attacks. Yeah, good. What am I looking for? Miami Chase. That's it. Right. Hopefully it's here. I thought I had it because I only reviewed it the other day. It's a game I need to look at on the Amiga as well to see how it compares. But we certainly looked at it on the Spectrum. Right. So I need to change the controls. Kempston, no. Key for up. Right. I think we're on track now. Key for up. Q, down, right, left. Fire. The radar's the map. So I use the radar to track where the evil people are. So you play the part of Don Ferrari, as I said. He's been given 48 hours to clear the town of bad guys. Right, so I'm this Ferrari F40. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, well done, Neil. It's a great table, that. So, right, now we click at the map. All those flashing dots are people we need to take out. The cross on the top left, as you can see, that is us, right? Right. So don't take out any of the civilians, but take out these red cars. Oh man, come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Get behind him. So yeah, iPhone controlling is a bit tricky, but you know, look what the Spectrum's doing. It's controlling like a thing a bit like Grand Theft Auto, isn't it? The original. Right, where am I nearest to? Nowhere near anything. So we need to go back up here. Oh man. Now, if you take too much damage, you're doomed. If you destroy too many of the civilians, you're doomed. And I just destroyed that civilian. Right, I've destroyed one of those guys. Sometimes you can just lay an ambush. So if I lay here, there's a song there. If I lay here, oh man. Right, let's park my car. Oh, come on, Nick. This is a problem I had before. These Ferraris are quickly hard to control. Right, so I'm just looking for the red guys. Yeah, must be one coming up soon. If I just shoot everyone, but if you shoot everyone, you've had it. Right. Now they generally follow the same path going around here, so it might be a bit of a cheat to wait out for them. Right, he's not me in the right position now, I think. Right, anyone that's red, we take out. Oh, how did he get past there? But he'll be around soon. Come on. Oh, right. That's, W, that's for something or other. Right, but anyway, let's just drive around because it'd get a bit boring me just hiding there. So we'll explore the whole map so you can see what that looks like. And if we see anyone in red, we can take them out. As usual, not take them out to dinner. Right, where did he go? Can't seem to bring up the map now. Right, there it is. So we're at that cross there. There's a dot down the the lower bit of the map. So let's go on there. As I say, I'd be interested to see this on the Amiga. So let's cue that up. Oh, my car's blown up again. If I drive on the right side of the road, that might be helpful. I'm not a qualified policeman, so I don't know if that's what they do. But that's what I'm going to try and do. Right, very hard to control this thing. But that's probably just something to do with me. But the graphics are blowing me away, to be honest with you. I'd like someone to take this engine and try and do a Grand Theft Auto sort of game. Right, Under the Bridge, as the Red Hot Chili Peppers said. Top song. Google it. Right, okay. Oops. Take me to the place I know. Take me all the way. That was a line of it. Oh, man. Right. Yeah, the red cars don't stay on the screen too long. And these pedestrians, not pedestrians, civilians, where did they learn to drive, these fellows? But as a kid, I would have just driven around the whole place. Now, this is quite late in the Spectrum's run, so you might not have heard about this one. 1991 by Codemasters. So it's a Codemasters game. If the car drives into that swimming pool, we've had it. Can't drive off the map. So the map isn't as big as GTA 5 or anything, or GTA 6 if you're watching this later, but GTA 6 hasn't come out, so the map might be smaller than this, but I very much doubt it. Right, we need to hunt someone down. We're nowhere near anything. So look at the flashing dots. There's 2 more to take out, isn't there? And they're both down the lower bit of the map. There's nothing else flashing at all. And this is our last life. So we need to head down and try and avoid any collisions with people. And collisions with trees, if you can help it, Nick. Right, dude. Right, let's go through. Down we go. Yes, Chili Peppers are one of those rare bands that I've seen live. This is gonna date stuff. I saw them at the Reading Music Festival either in 1992 or 1991. I think they might have been headlining or near headlining, and they were wearing hats with flames coming out the top. And ever since that point, I thought that's pretty good. I've got a lot of time for someone with a hat with fire coming out the top. That was good. Their favourite song they sung on the day was "Give It Away Now," that's another good song. Give It Away Now. Yeah, good. Oh man, look, I'm making a mockery of this. Give it away now. Game over. I certainly gave that away now. Right. So you need to play this properly. Spend a bit of time in it. You're right there, Steve. Turbo Esprit is the G2A. Yeah, I 100% agree on that one. Yeah, it's good. It's good, that game, isn't it? Turbo Esprit. I don't think we've looked at it on a live stream yet, so maybe it's something we need to have a look at for sure. Oh, you was at that as well, was you, Steve? Yeah. Well, there we go. We probably passed each other. It was quite warm. There was no rain that year. Who else was on? I'm trying to remember who else was on. Cliff Richard wasn't there. But I was like, didn't know too much about music then. I think how old was I? 18 or 19. I knew nothing. I was with a group of friends and I was just pretending to like indie music to try and get into it. They was into bands like Therapy, who weren't there. I think Shed 7 might have been there. I think they might have been there. Right, I need to see the flyer again. Yeah. Whoa. Right, take out these red cars. Where's he gone? Where's that red car gone? The blue car and the red car had a race. He's gone that way. Now I'm driving in reverse. Oh man, this car's sliding all over the road. Now, I read in the instructions, if you drive erratically, the police are supposed to arrest you. I haven't experienced anything like that at all. Whether that happens in other versions, I'll have to find out. Woo, 23 Readings. Well, yeah. Was there one where it was like a mud bath? I think there might have been. Yeah. It's all that thing. When it's warm, I quite like. I went to 2. 92 and 93, and then for some reason it didn't happen anymore. But yeah, it was good fun. But with COVID and stuff, cool. Glad we didn't have COVID back then. That would have really ruined the music festival scene, wouldn't it? They're having COVID about the place. What a disaster. But yeah, I think I always wanted to go to Glastonbury, but that never happened. But when you get older, you want better stuff, don't you? I think when the first time I was at Reading, I was in a tent with no top sheet, no waterproofing. Thank goodness the weather was good. And one day I woke up and I found out I'd been sleeping on a tin opener. I thought it was an uncomfortable night. Now if I went to a music festival, I want to stay next door in a hotel. So, you know, your tolerance for roughing it is a bit less, isn't it? Your tolerance gets less. Yeah, but I suppose it'll cost a bit more staying in a hotel next to the venue. And it's all about, isn't it? Getting to your tent late at night, really, the full experience of the festival, and then seeing someone else come out their tent drinking a pint of beer at 7 o'clock in the morning. I think I'll tell you what, it's the first time as well I saw the comedian Frank Sidebottom. I don't know if you know him. He was on the comedy tent with a big paper mache head, and all his songs are out of date even then. And then the following year, I went to see him again because he was again in the comedy tent, and it was exactly the same set, exactly the same to the very word. I think he had the same act for ages. He was talking about characters that were in Neighbours that weren't in Neighbours anymore. It was that sort of level, but I found him extremely funny. Yeah. He's one of his favourite songs was "Guess Who's Been on Match of the Day," and then the whole crowd would say, "You have in your big shorts." Oh, thanks, Neil. Thank you. Go, Nick, go. That's like Johnny Be Good, isn't it? Johnny Be Good. Right, let's bring up the map again. I've just been talking about music festivals and zipping around the place. Yeah, thank you, Neil. I don't underestimate those, so thank you very much. It'd be good to take a camera now, wouldn't it, to a live stream, to a festival, and then live stream it. That would be lovely. Where are these red cars? Come on, red cars. I'm not catching them up, am I? Did they go this way? Oh man, I'm trying to be in hot pursuit. But I'm being a bit like Roscoe Pico Train here. Roscoe Pico Train and those crazy Duke boys. Right, if I go the wrong end of the road, I might bump into one occasionally. Why don't I just shoot every wood? Oops. Sorry, civilians. Come on, red car. Must be red cars now. That's one. Maybe another one? No. I mean, I can get away with... Right. That's worked. How many more have I got left to do? Yeah, there's quite a few flashy dots about the place, isn't there? Yeah. Just reading your comment there, Danny. Oh, that sounds interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be in a bad tent anymore with sleeping on a tin opener. There was one time as well, the first time we got back to our tents. Obviously, you got your beer in there, and some hoodlum was cutting a hole in the back of the tent. And when we questioned him about it, we was only 18. We wouldn't say boo to a goose. When we questioned him about it, he said, "Oh, sorry, I thought it was my tent." Well, you know, most people's tents have a zip on the front. If he's got a tent where you have to cut a hole in the back to get in each time, I think he might have been lying. So, you know, some people that just steal on those sites, that's the thing. So you don't want to take anything valuable, do you? Nail everything down. Rock and roll. I always wanted to see Oasis in concert. That would have been good, but I never got to see that. Go Nicky, Max Verstappen. Thanks, Obed. Cheers, fella. Yeah, okie dokie. Right. Have you ever been at a music festival, Obed? I know you're in a band. You ever played anywhere? I think I've actually seen footage of you playing in a band, but done any festivals? Let me know. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I saw Oasis in pub. Oh, in a pub. That must have been quite good. Was that early? What songs were they singing, Steve? Was that like their early song? That must have been absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing to see. What do you think of Liam Gallagher's new work? I've been listening to that quite a bit recently on the YouTube, and I think Liam's stuff's good. You only get to do it once. I'm not sure that's the actual real name of it. I love that song. Yeah, good song. Check that one out. What's the time? Let's have one last go of Miami Chase then, and we'll finish out on Horace and the Spiders, talking about bands and music festivals. Prodigy was amazing live. Yeah. The thing is though, this is what ages you, I think. All the people, most of the individual artists that I was interested in, have gradually sort of like died. I was a big fan of Michael Jackson. I like Prince, David Bowie, James Brown. I liked Amy Winehouse as well. She was a lot younger than those. What's happening when everyone in your music collection starts dropping away? And I think there were some other ones as well. I like Nirvana, Kurt Cobain, but yeah. Mate, who's still alive that I like? I just think the Chili Peppers are still with us. I like the Rolling Stones, some of their stuff. But yeah, there we go. That's rock and roll for you. But the Rolling Stones, they seem to be immune to everything, don't they? They like live forever, those Stones. I mean, there's some great videos, Steve. You've probably seen them already on YouTube of Prince. I mean, he's absolutely amazing. Have you seen that video? Is it Steve Petty, where he's just on as a guest guitarist? Prince. He actually takes over. I think it's My Guitar Gently Weeps. I think it's a song. It might be called something else, but absolutely outstanding. Yeah, he could play so many instruments, can't he? And he just looks so cool. He looks so cool. I think he probably weighed about the same as me. He's quite a little bloke. Good old Prince. Yeah, so there we go. So I would have liked to see him in concert. That would have been brilliant. And the new Power Generation as he was with. I was just trying to think of other artists. I mean, Pavarotti's gone, but I liked his stuff, but I wasn't someone that would go to a Pavarotti concert. Although there is, having said that, there was a great a video up where he did do a concert with various artists singing with them. And when he sang with James Brown, who I mentioned there, This Is a Man's World, and that was absolutely fantastic. James Brown, Pavarotti, It's a Man's World, awesome. And there's a few other artists that were there as well. I think Boyzone was there. I think Tracy Chapman. I think yeah, there's a few. So try and check those out. But that would have been if I was going to go to any Pavarotti concert, that was the one I would have want to have gone to. So I drive around like a Wally here. There we go. Hi Nick, out of all the F1 drivers this year, which three have impressed you the most? Says Scott. Yeah, it's a tricky one. I mean, those McLaren boys. I mean, I'm a bit biased because I like McLaren. Lando Norris. Sometimes his race pace goes away a little bit, but I've been impressed with him. He's like 4th in the championship from McLaren. Carlos Sainz almost won a race in that crazy race in Italy. Yeah, so you've got to respect Max Verstappen, so he always impresses me. So I'll say Carlos Sainz and Lando Norris. Last year, Charles Leclerc did, but I'm not so sure about him now. He's much quicker than Vettel at the moment, but we don't know how much Vettel is actually trying or what quality of car it's gone. So the McLaren boys. Nick, 4 criminals are driven past. That's why you're talking about Boyzone. Well, that'll be in my police report. Boyzone. I can't remember what Boyzone sung with Pavarotti. It was a bit of an odd choice for him to book them. Right. Okay. Now, if you want to see me get to the end of level boss, check out the review of Miami Chase, which I did do. Because I wasn't talking about Boyzone in that one. Yeah, you know something's gone wrong when that happens. It's only well, actually, having said that, all right. Oh, having said that, I did like when they sang with the Bee Gees singing "It's Only Words." Yeah. Perhaps the Boyzone can sing that Concrete Never Floats song. Right, okay, I'm just going all around the place. Now, I think what we'll do, because I'm making a bit of a mockery of this game, but it's really cool. Top down, if you put the time into it, you're gonna get quite a lot of fun into this one. So I would highly recommend it. So what we'll do a bit of a wind down now of a classic we've looked at, I think, a couple of times before, but I do like it. We'll have a look at Horace and the Spiders, Sinclair Research in 1983. I think, for my money, it's the best of the 3 original Horace games. You had Hungry Horace, which is a little bit flawed, a Pac-Man clone. Horace Goes Skiing, which is pretty cool, but I much prefer the Spy. Well, I shouldn't say much prefer. It just about edges it in a photo finish. There, what we can do in the future, because there's a few Horace homebrews in particular, which we haven't covered. We covered Rise of the Robots, is it? Horace and the Robots. Rise of the Robots was the Terminator 3 film. There was Horace Goes to the Tower and Horace and the Mystic Woods, so we need to look at those on a live stream, probably both together. But where's Horace and the Spiders good? There's Horace and the Robots. Horace and the Spiders, right, okay. So 1983, let's get off there quickly. Right, okay, so it's developed. You know how this works, don't you? It's split into 3 stages. 3 stages, let's have a bit of fun. But I always get a nice feeling. When I'm playing this. Glad you like it, James Tron. I had looked at it a few times before, but it's a big, for me, it's a bit of a crowd pleaser, if I can call myself a crowd. Oh, look. Right, almost there. If those spiders pull you up to the top of there, then it's Doomville. And now comes the most exciting bit of the game. Right, now, where's that spider going to go? We need to stamp on all 3 of those. Influenced by the game Panic from the arcades, of course. Right, so I've stamped a hole there. We need these spiders to come down and fill in the hole so we can stamp on them in a friendly way. But don't call the RSPCA. These are all evil spiders that have done evil stuff. I think they was at a Boyzone concert and booed them. Is that evil? Well, it might not be. But anyway, they booed some kittens and they booed an orphanage as well. So, you know, do a lot of booing. Now, the maximum spiders you can have, which I think I did do on a stream once, is 8. Oh, there's a spider in the emoji there from Gumdio. I thought that was on my screen then. Thanks, Gumdio. Horace Set Willy. There is a Horace sort of like Jet Set Willy type game. Actually, no, it's Horace Minor, I think. Horace Minor and Horace Minor 2. Oh, come on, spiders. They're not playing ball at the moment. Right, I might need to go a bit nearer the top to entice them down. Right, my red-black... Oh, you got red-black colour blindness. Never helped with the game. Oh, how is it... Oh, red and black. That's an awkward one. Okay, well, at least there's no black on Steve. At least there's no black on the traffic lights. That's something. Don't come down here, Spidey. Good. If he goes to the same hole, that'll be good. But he's going to go back up again, isn't he? Come on. What's he doing now? Right, that'll do us. I don't want that other spider to get involved. He can go back up the top. Well, I won't have time to get him this time. Can only get up one of them. Right, boom. Bob Smith converted Horace in the Mystic Woods. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, as Horace goes to the tower as well, isn't it? The other one. I haven't played yet because to me it didn't look like a Horace game. I haven't played My Cousin Horace. I haven't played that one. It looked like it worked slightly different. But yeah, there we go. One spider left to get. Hey Nick, how you doing? Thank you, Usman. Yeah, I'm not too bad actually. I've just started a new part-time job, so it's a bit of a an area of adjustment to try and keep the channel running at the same time. Hope you are well also. But yeah, it's been a bit of a weird year this year, isn't it? Really, just yeah, work-wise, if companies gone bankrupt, finding other work, doing changes. But yeah, very strange. I don't want. Oops, that's too early. I don't want another 2020 anytime soon. That is for sure. Historic, isn't it? Oh dear, I'm playing like a wally now. Come on, Nick, get this back together again. See, I mentioned 2020, and now it's all going a bit underpants. Right, got past that fella. Good, right. Do. I love those sounds. Cool, we was going to get killed then. That was a bit lucky. You see that sound? That's probably my favourite Spectrum sound. What's your favourite sound? I mean, I like Enduro, but that do. That is classic ZX Spectrum for me. That and Attic Attack when the character... Oh my god. That when the character generates at the beginning of Attic Attack as well. Good stuff. Right. Right, so there's 4 of them this time. 4 of them. That's one more than the villains, the super villains in Superman 2. Which, Christopher Reeve Superman is the best. I've said it now. I've recently heard, you might have heard this as well, Henry Cavill is going to return as Superman. In some Superman Returns sort of thing. I sort of lost confidence in him when he did that Superman or Batman versus Superman film, where both their mums were called Martha or something. I didn't quite understand why. But they were different Marthas. And then after hating each other, they now like each other because their mums got the same name. So if you're ever being attacked by some superhero who don't like you, at the last point when they're about to kill you, just say that your mum's called Martha. And then you'll probably be okay. That's a little tip for you. Target Renegade 1 to 8 had the best music, you say, James Tron? Yeah, okay. I think I might have only played that on 48k. Oh man, that was unfair. I was just killing his buddy and he'd come round there. Yeah, you're right there, James Tron. He hasn't had the best script to work with. Who was the guy that did it after Christopher Reeve? I liked that. He played Clark Kent well. It wasn't as dark as the new Supermans, though, of course. Who was that guy? I thought he was perfect as Clark Kent, and I think they used him in as Superman again in some sort of like mirror world. You know what I mean? It's some Marvel thing I don't know the name of, but you probably know what I'm referring to. There's lots of different dimensions. Not Marvel, DC. There's lots of different dimensions. Right. Don't get your Marvel and your DC mixed up, Nick, because that would annoy people massively. Brandon, that's him. Brandon Roof, that's him. Thank you very much. I liked him. But yeah, but they keep rumouring that Henry Cavill's going to be James Bond. That comes up every now and again. I thought it'd be a James Bond. No one's ever played Superman and James Bond. I might get confused. And when James Bond gets into trouble or locks up somewhere, I might want him to fire lasers out of his eyes to escape. And he probably won't do that. So that might confuse me. Or fly away. Instead of, yeah, jumping out of an airplane and they're just flying off. Right, okay. I haven't seen The Witcher. There's so many good films, Tom, I haven't seen. Yeah, thanks for that shout. I need to look at that. The Witcher. What else has he been in? Come on, these spiders must come down here now. Yeah, see? I could have got him, but that spider ruined it. His mate ruined it by getting in the way. Good, that's it. His mate's not going to get down here now. That is for sure. Is he? I thought he was going to come down and kill me then. That would not have been good. Taking a bit of a risk. Yay, and it's worked out dandy. Right, okay. Henry Cavill's never played at Reading though, has he? As far as I'm aware. He's never played there. He's just done his Superman in and Witcher things. Yeah, talking about superheroes, did you know that Michael... You probably knew this as well, I'm giving you old news. But Michael Jackson once tried to buy the Spider-Man licence in order for him to actually play Spider-Man. Now, I like his music and stuff, but Michael Jackson would have been the worst Spider-Man ever. I couldn't see that working. I mean, he's no Peter Parker. He's just so wrong for that part. But it didn't happen in the end. He probably would have paid quite a lot of money for it. Because when he's... I think at some point he was earning 20 million a year. That's when he wasn't actually touring, but actually spending 40 million a year. I don't think I could do that. And he was taking out loans to pay off everything. Why am I talking about Michael Jackson anyway? I'll continue. He's taking out loans to pay everything, and I think it's the interest alone. He was defaulting on the loans. So you know, it's all right having money, but if you're stupid with it in the first place, you know. Oops, this don't look clever. Oh no, well, I'm going to have to time this right. Ow, Big Bob. He would be a smooth criminal though, yeah. Right, can I get to this guy before he goes back into normal mode? Yes, you can. Good. Dun 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 dun. He would have moonwalked up a wall, wouldn't he? Yeah. You know, some things shouldn't be allowed to happen. He was in a Men in Black, wasn't he, Michael Jackson? One of the Men in Black. What was he? Was it Men in Black 2? He was trying to join the Men in Black. I think they was having a joke at his expense, really. He was trying to join the Men in Black, but they wouldn't let him. I think. Was it Men in Black 1 or 2? I need to watch that again. It might be the second one. Or was it the third one? No, the second one. Was there a fourth one? With 4 in it. That bloke that played 4. Right, or was it 4 a herd? Anyway... Yeah, anyway, top information as per usual from Nick. Right, these spiders must come down here in a moment. Right, I think we'll take out these spiders and then we'll call it a night. So I'll give you a chance to do the washing up, have a sleep, invent the time travel or the teleport or something like that. Because I don't want the human race not having time travel or the teleport because I've kept you watching Horace and the spiders too long. Right, okay, so take out this fella. That's down to 2. Oh, I thought he was going to go back to where his friend was then. Right, okay. Come on, spiders, come down. We've only got 1 life left here. Oh, I scared him off, I think. Oops. Oh, I think that's good. Is that the end of my go? No serum, dangerous to go on. Oh well, there we go. Yeah, so thank you everyone for visiting the stream. It's a little bit rushed to get myself prepared on time, but I think we had a bit of fun, so I hope you enjoyed it. It always goes very quick, doesn't it, these 2 hours? So the plan is hopefully to do the Commodore 64 stream. If I manage to do it, I'll schedule it on Twitter in the morning, or it might be a bit late. Generally it's 8 till 10, so we'll try and do it. Well, hopefully this is made up for Monday. Played a lot of good games. Hope I've cheered you up a little bit. Thank you again to the super chats that come in and the memberships. That is really helpful. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Julie. Thanks, Neil. Thanks, Gumdio there for all watching, and James Tron and everyone really. So just picking you up as I see you in the comment section. So if I could do, I would go longer, but I got to get up tomorrow. So till next time, yeah, really appreciated you watching. Watch this space. It might be a bit on and off this week, but we'll do as much as we can. So till next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.